Achieving product market fit is one of the most important milestones for any startup or business. Without it, even the most innovative products can fail, while those that nail it become the products we all know, love, and talk about. But what exactly is product market fit, and how can you know if you've truly achieved it? Product market fit is when your product meets the demands of the market in such a way that customers are willing to pay for it, actively use it, and talk about it. In other words, it's when your product successfully solves a real problem for a specific group of people. Let's dive into the why of product market fit and what you can learn from the brands and products that have mastered it. Venture capitalist Mark Andreessen described it as being in a good market with a product that can satisfy that market. So, why do you need product market fit? It drives revenue generation. Without product market fit, customers won't see the value in your product, meaning they won't pay for, download, sign up, or register for it. Achieving product market fit means you've built something that people genuinely want, leading to increased sales and growth. It ensures customer retention. If your product solves a key pain point or addresses a strong desire, customers will not only buy it but also keep using it and recommend it to others. Having customers who advocate for your product is the dream, and product market fit enables this. Without product market fit, your product will suffer from high churn rates and negative feedback. It's going to enable scalability. Investors are more likely to fund companies with proven product market fit because it reduces the risk of failure. If you don't achieve this, scaling becomes incredibly difficult, as you'll lack the customer base and the market demand to justify growth. Without product market fit, businesses often struggle with low sales and revenue. Even with marketing and promotional efforts, lack of product market fit means customers won't buy or stick with your product. This is where you see companies invest in marketing and sales with little to no ROI. It may seem like marketing and sales have been ineffective, but really there is no demand for the product because it isn't a fit for customer needs. Let's look at some examples of famous brands who achieved great product market fit and were able to dominate their markets as a result. Slack, originally launched as a tool for internal team communication at a gaming company, they realized the potential of team messaging for businesses of all sizes. It hit product market fit when companies began adopting it to streamline communication. Slack became essential in a market that was ripe for better tools to enhance team productivity. Within the first 8 months of its public release in 2014, Slack grew from 15,000 to 120,000 daily active users. By 2020, Slack had surpassed 12 million daily active users globally. More than 750,000 companies were using Slack in some capacity as of 2021, demonstrating its widespread adoption. They boast an impressive 93% customer retention rate among large organizations and reported generating over $900 million in annual revenue driven by its enterprise customers and subscription plans. So how did Slack achieve these results, and what can you take away from their success? 1. They solved team communication issues. This was a real issue that they had seen and experienced firsthand. They knew the problem in and out. You should ensure you get as much insight into the challenge as possible through customer and market research. Being an expert on the problem empowers you to build a product that streamlines collaboration. 2. They designed for ease of use. This made adoption effortless for teams of all sizes. 3. They iterated based on feedback, continuously improved by listening to users. 4. They lent into the relaxed nature of startup culture and created a fun, unique brand. Customer research would have revealed the fun, laid-back culture their startup and tech sector customers would be embracing and allowed them to appeal directly to it. Study your customers' cultures and attitudes to develop a standout, relatable, and modern brand. 5. They integrated with popular tools. Again, studying their customers revealed who their key partners needed to be. Connecting seamlessly with the tools your customers already use is a game changer. Now let's look at another example. Despite recent controversies and issues, there is no doubt that Airbnb had a meteoric rise due to achieving product market fit. In the early days, Airbnb struggled to find traction. However, they quickly realized they could target travelers who wanted unique and affordable accommodations, unlike traditional hotels. Once they understood this audience, they hit product market fit, and the platform exploded as a go-to service for short-term lodging. Airbnb started in 2008, and by 2011 it had hit 1 million bookings. By 2012, that number had skyrocketed to 10 million bookings. By 2014, Airbnb was in over 190 countries and had hosted over 40 million guests. So how did they achieve this? 1. By studying customer travel challenges, they solved travel affordability and unique stay needs. For a long time, Airbnbs were considered a valid and even a better alternative to hotels. Some would even argue that Airbnbs made the hotel industry more competitive. 2. They targeted niche markets early. Segmentation helped them recognize the value of conference travelers to major cities like New York. Always analyze the market to start with the most compelling segments. 3. A feedback loop that initially penetrated the highest ranks of the Airbnb business ensured users could actively influence and improve the product. You should ensure you engage users in the product iteration process and refine continuously. 4. Knowing the trust required by both guests and hosts, they supported this need with reviews and verification. Think about what levers you can pull to build trust with your audience and ensure credibility. Now let's look at 2 examples of products that failed due to lack of product market fit. Quibi was a short-form video streaming service that raised billions of dollars before launch, but failed to hit product market fit. The app targeted people who wanted quick bites of video entertainment, but underestimated the competition from existing platforms like YouTube and TikTok, where short-form video already thrived. Quibi shut down just 6 months after launching. They raised a staggering $1.75 billion before its launch. This capital came from high-profile investors, including major Hollywood studios and venture capital firms, showing significant early confidence in the platform's potential. This is evidence that tons of investment won't fix a product that has not been market-oriented, despite this massive investment. So what could they have done differently? 1. They misunderstood the audience. Quibi targeted on-the-go viewers with short-form content, but they launched during the COVID-19 pandemic when people were stuck at home and preferred longer-form content on existing platforms like YouTube and Netflix. 2. They went up against strong competition, entering an already crowded streaming market, competing with platforms like TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, which offered similar short-form content for free. 3. They had a lack of unique value and were not differentiated. Quibi's content was not significantly different or compelling enough to draw viewers away from free established platforms. 4. They had a paywall from day one, not acknowledging their audience's need to test and expectations of free trials or freemium models, which is common for similar products. 5. They had limited device availability, designed for mobile-only viewing, ignoring the fact that people often prefer watching content on larger screens, especially during lockdowns. Ultimately, Quibi misread the market, offered limited differentiation, and failed to adapt to changing consumer behavior, leading to its shutdown just 6 months after launch. Now let's look at the infamous Google Glass. Despite Google's technological prowess, Google Glass never found product market fit. Consumers didn't see the need for smart glasses and were put off by privacy concerns, high prices, and the general awkwardness of wearing them. The product failed to resonate with the mass market. Google Glass failed due to several key missteps. They had no real use case and struggled to define a purpose. It wasn't clear who the target audience was, consumers or professionals, leading to confusion about its value and practical everyday use. They didn't understand their customers well enough to recognize the glaringly obvious privacy concerns, especially relating to what information we give to big tech companies. People were uncomfortable with the idea of being recorded without their consent. This led to public backlash and even bans in some places. The awkward design was yet another symptom of a total and utter lack of customer insight and implies poor or ineffective testing. The design was bulky and intrusive, making wearers stand out in a way that many found off-putting. And it didn't look appealing or fashionable enough for mainstream consumers either. The high price point also demonstrated a lack of customer and market research. At $1,500, Google Glass was too expensive for most consumers, especially given the limited functionality it offered compared to smartphones and other gadgets. The product's features didn't justify its cost. It offered little more than notifications, a camera, and a few apps, none of which felt revolutionary or essential. Ultimately, Google Glass failed to find a compelling use case, alienated consumers with privacy concerns and design issues, and was too costly for the limited value it provided. One of the best examples of a company launching a product whilst being totally out of touch with the market and customer needs. Product market fit is the foundation of a successful business. Without it, you can waste time and resources on products that fail to gain traction. However, when achieved, it can drive growth, customer retention, and scalability. By deeply understanding your market, iterating based on feedback, and measuring key metrics, you can ensure that your product finds its fit, and once it does, your business is set on the path to success. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that bell and feel free to like, comment, and subscribe.